gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show and a C103 Good Guys Radio TV Sports Special Presentation. I'm Don Bowles, with Brett Spencer. Our studio producer tonight, Miss Maggie Dean. And, of course, our TV producer director, Mr. Schuyler. Tonight, we're at Peebles High School, the home of the Indians. They're hosting the Warriors from Eastern. We'll be back after this and tell you about both these ball clubs and this basketball game coming up right after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained. Because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. And what a great night for basketball. And what a great night for you wherever you are to stay put and listen and watch basketball. Tonight's broadcast on C103, and of course it also can be watched on Good Guys Radio TV. And if you can watch the entire basketball game we're going to do here tonight, as well as you can even go back and watch it later if you wish. The other good part about what's going on tonight, we've got a double header. So you can actually also stay tuned afterwards and listen on here on C103. It'll be White Oak at Fairfield. That'll be Carl and Mark Young, Carl Snyder and Mark Young bringing you that ball game. That game will be second up. And then on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge, it'll be Lynchburg Clay at North Adams. That's going on as we speak. So you can watch this ball game on Good Guys Radio TV, listen to North Adams at Eastern on 99.5, and then following this ball game, switch over to C103 and listen to White Oak at Fairfield. It's a great basketball night here as we bring you all kinds of high school sports, Southern Hills Athletic Conference style, after this as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, ENERGY STAR compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
Have for you. Make sure you tune in here on C103, and you'll get to enjoy an entire game of high school basketball. It's the Chad Hodson Classic from Fairfield. Chad Hodson, a way too young in life, was taken from us. An assistant coach and a important member of the community in Fairfield passed away after a long battle at cancer, and they have put together a tournament in his honor. Honorarium, I should say, as a memorial tournament. It's the Chad Hodson Classic, and that's going to go on tomorrow. It's at Fairfield High School. We will be there for every single game. You should tune in, especially when we talk about the weather tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a great day to listen in. You know, if you're on your way someplace or whatever, think about staying home. Now, it would be Lynchburg Clay at Paint Valley starting at 11 a.m. Then it'll be White Oak at Clinton Massey at 12:45. And not, I shouldn't say at, versus Clinton Massey. Greenfield McLean versus Athens. And Fairfield versus Wilmington. That's the only girls' game of the day. Then Hillsboro versus Adena. And Fairfield versus Western. All of those taking place. The Chad Hodson Classic from Fairfield High School will be there all day long. Better yet, why don't you swing through, watch a couple games. You can leave. You can listen in. You can watch it later. All kinds of ways to enjoy the Chad Hodson Classic. Great way to spend an afternoon. One price, you get in to watch all that basketball. And, of course, any of it you miss, you can go back and watch and listen to it. Or maybe something you like to see or your favorite team, you like the game, you can go home and watch it and listen to it as well. And once again, that's tomorrow here on Good Guys Radio TV as well as C103. It'll be the Chad Hodson Classic from Fairfield High School. Join us for that. We'll be back. We're going to have a conversation about this basketball game. But first this, here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out a hit, she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for SHAC Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Team sports teach the young men and women of our community how to work together to achieve a common goal. They also reinforce other character traits such as respect, dedication, and self-discipline. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester salute the teams of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference and wish you the best of luck. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve. Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained. Because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Gentlemen, welcome once again to the Community Bank, Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show here on Goodguysradiotv and C103. Matchup here tonight, we're at Peebles High School. It's the Peebles Indians taking on Eastern. And Brett, we saw one of the more entertaining junior varsity basketball games we've seen in a while just now, didn't we?
You know what I like about junior high, or the JV, it's not junior high, I like junior high too, but JV basketball is, first you get to see the upcoming players, but also you get a pretty good idea of how that varsity ball club's going to play, because they're in the gym same time, they're just preparing to go to that next level. And both ball clubs, it ended up being a 2-point game, very close all the way. Eastern was leading at the first quarter break. From then on, Peebles held a nice little lead, but nice run by Eastern to only fall by 2.
And kids, you get to watch kids, young people, young athletes. I don't care if it's girls, boys, or what it is. They're playing for the right reasons, aren't they?
They are, and we got to see 2 really nice freshmen. One of them coming up for Eastern, and one of them coming up for Peebles. And for Eastern, that was Matthew Dick. He's 6'5". He's a freshman, and boy, was he impressive. And of course, they wanted to hold him back to have a little time here. But then over in the Peebles squad, Josh McClary, 5'10" freshman, and he was impressive out there. Not only as a point guard, but a nice shooting offside guard.
The other thing, it tells you the condition and/or the health of the programs. And both of these programs, Eastern and Peebles, they're alive and well. They're doing very well. Their future is bright. We will take a quick break. One more break. We're going to come back and we'll talk to you about these 2 teams. We'll talk to you first about the Eastern Warriors. But first this, here on Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show, here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
Welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Once again, I'm Don Bothwell with Brett Spencer. This is a matchup tonight. Eastern, the visitors. Excuse me. Still that cold and flu going around. The visitors on the scoreboard, Peebles, the home team. Eastern and Peebles, 2 of the most respected coaches in the Southeastern District. No, I'm not talking about the SHAC. I am truly talking about in Southern Ohio. Rob Buechler, the coach for Eastern, 28 years. This is his 28th year as a coach at Eastern. He's putting a team coming off a year where he's a little bit on a rebuild. Picked to finish second in the league. They are standing right now in second in the league in Division I. They're 4-1 in league play, 7-3 overall. Their only league loss to a very good North Adams ball club. This is a team that's a little bigger than Eastern normally puts on the floor. And they've got good size. And again, they're very, very young. And you can see where this team is really, really going. This team will always be very, very fundamental. And, Brett, there's no team that you'll ever see that ever works harder than a Rob Buechler basketball team, is there?
Yeah, my notes coming into this discussion was that they're always a very stellar defensive team, and they're always very physical. And we're going to see that tonight. They only have one player averaging double digits. That's Grady Barber. He averages 14.4. But they also have a nice supporting cast. Cade Walkup at 9.3, Price Murphy at 8.5, Drew Edmiston at 7.6, and Luke Haney at 6.1. They play with discipline, Don. The coaching staff demands that, and they also play with passion. I'm fearful that their nemesis for the season, unless they get this ticked up a little bit, is going to be from the free throw line. They're only 63% from the free throw line. We saw good point guard play in the JV game. I assume we're going to see the same in the varsity. And they, as well as Peebles, both coaches are two of the best coaches in all of Southern Ohio, and then they have strong bench coaches as well.
Well, and you'll see that coaching. We always like, and I'll tell you, most people, especially at this level, will tell you the best coaches are teachers. And I don't mean they're academic teachers. A lot of them are that too. But you'll watch Rob Buechler tonight. He'll be teaching. When his kids make a mistake, yes, he's very corrective about it. He'll tell them what they did wrong, but he'll also tell them how to fix it. And he won't hold a grudge. He'll put them back in and see if they can apply that education. And that's what they'll do. You'll see a team getting better every game, and that's what this is all about. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. We'll talk to you a little bit about the Peebles Indians. But first this, here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Is right on top of the list. And his ball club comes in here 3-3 and 5-4. They are in third place in Division I, right behind Eastern. It's a ball club. They are a little bit on the rebuild side of things. There's no question about that. This is a team that, again, they'll always be well coached. You'll see the team getting better. They'll always work hard. But this team doesn't have a lot of size, does it, Brett? And they struggle a little bit streaky, aren't they?
They're noticeably smaller, I would say, in total height and also in girth than what we're looking out there at half court for both teams shooting right now than the Eastern Warriors. But they make up a little bit more of a speed. This is a ball club that I really like, how they push the ball up the court. They have a nice shooting ball club as well from the wings. They have three players in double digits. Gage Grooms, 11.8, Carson Reed, 10.8, Chris Oldfield, 10.4. And then they as well have a great supporting cast. Garrett Shively, 8.6 points a game. He threw down in the first game of the McDonald's Holiday Classic 22 points. I think he had 5 three-pointers. And then also you have great play from Mr. Grady Canelti, who's going to contribute not only offensively but on the boards. I like the good full and half-court pressure that they play. You noted it. These two coaches, as I said earlier, two of the best in all of Southern Ohio. The old adage that they don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Both these coaches care about these young men, and also they develop good men as well as great ball players.
Since Peebles moved back up to Division I this year, these two teams will play twice. They're playing tonight, and they will also play again February 9th. It'll be the last game of the season for the Peebles Indians. But again, they'll play each other again on February 9th. So this will be the first of two meetings this year. We'll take a real quick break. We'll be back. We'll go over the Eastern Warriors roster, cheerleaders, and everything right after this as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on U.S. Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
5 Facebook. But you can, the best thing you can do, go to Goodguysradiotv.com. You can watch the entire broadcast. And the cool thing about Good Guys Radio TV, as well as on C103, if you like what you hear or maybe you missed tonight, you can always go back and watch it later as well. But again, it's Goodguysradiotv.com. And of course, a lot of people you may be forgetting, not only can you listen to C103 in your automobile or at home on your radio, but we also have an app. Make sure you go to your app store and you can download the C103 app, and you can listen to us any place, anytime. And it's also archived, the radio broadcast as well. We're going to take one final break. We're back with rosters and more as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for SHAC Sports, C103, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Team sports teach the young men and women of our community how to work together to achieve a common goal. They also reinforce other character traits such as respect, dedication, and self-discipline. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester salute the teams of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference and wish you the best of luck. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Warriors, good to be with you, by the way, Tom Bull.
Good to be with you.
Eastern Warriors going to carry the full complement on this roster. 15. There's going to be 3 seniors, 6 juniors, 4 sophomores, 2 freshmen. It's number 0, Sam Kirk. He's 5'8". He is a sophomore. 5'10" junior. That's Cade Walkup. He'll wear the 1 jersey. Number 2 is Marcus Lynch. Had a nice JV game. 5'9". He's a sophomore. 5'9" junior. That's number 5, Landon Kohler. 10. That's Wyatt Hopt. He's 6 foot. He's a senior. Another senior at 5'10" is number 14, Carson McCord. 21. That'll be Drew Edmiston. He's 5'10". He's a junior. Another 5'10" junior. That'll be 22, Dylan Pearson. 23. That's Eli Beath. He's 6'2". He's a junior. A 6'2" senior. That's Luke Haney wearing the 30 jersey. 32 is Braxton Vance, a 6'2" sophomore. A 6'4" freshman is Carter Cluxton wearing the 33 jersey. 35. That's Price Murphy. He's 6'1". He's a junior. A 6' sophomore, that's Grady Barber. He'll be your leading scorer typically for the Eastern Warriors. He wears the 42 jersey, rounding out this roster. 55, that's Matthew Dick, a 6'5" freshman. The head coach is Mr. Rob Buechler. He is in his 28th year. He's assisted by great bench coaches, Tim Boone, Ron Lynch, Tyler Knabb, and Heath Unger. The athletic director, that'll be Jared Jodry. The principal, Guy Hopkins, Superintendent Jordan Michael. Now the young lady's cheering on these Eastern Warriors. It's going to be Cadence Bowler, Emma Copas, Miss Kennedy Dunseth, Kelby Foster, Delaney Harding, Nora Hodge, Sage Enlow, Riley Jodry, Riley Kohler, Lauren McIntosh, McKenna Michael, Reagan Wrenchen, Brandy Schuler, and Gracie Smith. And they are advised and coached by Sarah Layton, Paula Hughes, and Crystal Patrick. Now for the Peebles Indians hosting this game tonight, they're going to carry 15 on their roster, 4 seniors, 6 juniors, 4 sophomores, and a freshman. It's going to be number 3, Garrett Shively. He's 5'10". He's a junior. A 5'10" sophomore, that's going to be Colin Sims. He wears the 5 jersey. 10, that's Grady Canelty, a 6' sophomore. Number 12 is Carson Reed, a 6'2" junior. A 6'1" senior, that'll be Chris Oldfield. He'll wear the 20 jersey. 22 is Gage Grooms. He's 6 foot. He's a senior. Peyton Johnston is 6'3" junior, wearing the 23 jersey. 24, that'll be Mr. Bradley Shoemaker, a 6 foot junior. A 5'9" sophomore, Paxton Ryan, wearing the 30 jersey. 32, Hayden Browning, 5'10" junior. A 5'10" freshman, that's Josh McClary, had a great JV game. He wears a 34 jersey. 40 is Cash Hazlip. He's 6 foot. He's a junior. Connor Boatman, a 6 foot senior, wearing the 42 jersey. 44, Wyatt Smart, a 6'1" sophomore. Rounding out this roster, number 50, Hayden Countryman, a 6'1" senior. They are coached by Josh Airy in his 14th year, assisted by Mr. Chris Reed, Tim Grooms, Trent Airy, Tanner Airy, Weston Browning, Michael Walls, and Mr. Tyler Ryan. The athletic director, that's Josh Airy. The principal, Mr. Steve Appleman, I saw him in the gym earlier, and the superintendent, Ms. Dawn Wallace. Now the cheerleaders for the Peebles Indians, it's going to be Bria Brown, Alva Brumley, McCarley Cooper, Miss Kennedy Dick, Mackenzie McFarland, Gracie Mitchell, Jackie Myers, Gracie Pollitt, Isabella Prater, and Addison Puckett. And they are coached by Kayla Clough.
Thank you very much, Brett. We'll get the starters as we go, as our tip was just up. Eastern controlled it. Shot up outside the arc on the left side by walk-up is no good. So the first shot of the ball game is a three-point shot missed by Eastern. Peebles on the rebound. We'll go back the other way. Eastern works to our right, Peebles to our left. You want to go ahead and fill them in on starters, Brett?
Let's do it. For the Peebles Indians, it's going to be Garrett Shively, Carson Reed, Chris Oldfield, Gage Grooms, and Hayden Browning. For the Eastern Warriors, it's going to be Cade Walkup, Wyatt Hopt, Drew Edmiston, Luke Haney, and Price Murphy.
Peebles with the first look at the basketball. Gage Grooms with a jump shot off the left side. He misses it. So each team one and done as we'll go back the other way. Eastern with the basketball going down underneath Price Murphy. Back out top. It comes down to Hopt. Then on the far left side, they'll find Edmiston. Edmiston back out to Murphy and again to Hopt. And a little ball fake. The big guy, Luke Haney, out top now. Haney, 6'2" senior. As we said, Eastern a bit bigger at almost all positions than Peebles. Now a jump shot, that'll miss off the left side there by Edmiston. No good. One and done again. Peebles with the basketball. Ahead, Browning. Browning, little turnaround up off the left side, up and in. Hayden Browning breaks the ice. He puts his team up 2-0 with 6:31 to go in our first quarter.
Hayden Browning, a young man that just keeps getting better with every game and more experience.
Cade Walkup now gets a touch. Back over to Murphy we go. They go inside to Haney. Haney, oh, nice touch off the glass, up and in.
Great hands by Luke Haney to catch that ball right up off the glass. The game is now tied 2-2. 6:08 to go in the first quarter.
Now once again, Peebles with the basketball. Eastern in their visitors' uniforms, by the way. They're red with white numerals trimmed in black. Peebles, on the other hand, their white home uniforms, red numerals trimmed in blue. After the game, we'll sit down with the winning coach and Coach's Comment Show, brought to you by ACRMC Family Medicine. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Skip pass inside, they go to Oldfield. Back out to Shively, now to Grooms. Gage Grooms will back it back out. Peebles content to take a look at this zone defense put out there by Eastern.
Eastern certainly looked at the tapes because they were trying to defend the three-point shot, but Garrett Shively, he breaks loose on top of the key. He has his first three-pointer of the game. 5-2 now. Peebles Indians on top.
5:35 to go in the first quarter. Driving it off the left side. It's up and in. That's Price Murphy. They'll make it 5-4 now. Eastern back within one. And we're going to get a foul called on the opposite side of things. It's a sea of red here tonight on the opposite side of the floor. We're on the home side. It's all red over there for Eastern. And guess what? It's all red on this side here for the Peebles Indians.
Wyatt Hop's going to pick up that foul. His first, team's first, game's first is a shooting foul going to the free throw line to shoot 2. That'll be Gage Grooms. Gage Grooms, very good free throw shooter. He is 6 for 9 on the season, 68%.
He misses the first one. The score remains 5-4. Peebles up by 1. He can make it 2, and he does. He drops the second. 6-4 the score now. Check out 6 big games all at one place tomorrow. It's the Chad Hodson Classic at Fairfield High School. As they tried to go inside to Haney, he couldn't get it done. Instead, they turned over. Peebles ends up with the ball. Carson Reed out top. Reed, a definite three-point threat. Back over to Shively. Shively had a great McDonald's Holiday Tournament, by the way. He was a member of that McDonald's All-Tournament team. Shot up by the right side by Shively. Nope. Rebound back down. Hopped. Once again, those games tomorrow, that's at the Chad Hodson Classic. You can hear all of them here on C103 as well as watch them on Good Guys Radio TV. Better yet, attend the and we're going to get a player control foul against Eastern, Brett.
Nice defense by Garrett Shively, getting good position. That foul is going to be called on Price Murphy. That's his first, team second on the Eastern Warriors. 6-4. Home team on top. The home team is the Peebles Indians.
That Chad Hodson Classic from Fairfield High School, 5 boys games, 1 girls game. You can attend, pay one price, and you get in. And missed shot up off the left side by Grooms. Eastern with the basketball. Haney rebounds it. Walkup will set the offense now. Cade Walkup, all-league player from last year for Eastern. Hopped out off the wing. Back to Walkup for a nice look and long 3, and he buries it, make it 7-6. Eastern with their first lead of the game with 4:12 to go in our first quarter.
Walkup caught that in rhythm right up from that left wing, his first three-pointer of the evening.
Attempting the answer off the left side with Shively. Instead, it's off the rim. Rebound hopped. Back down we go, Edmiston. Edmiston will swing it left side once again to Murphy, and then back to Edmiston as Eastern spreads the floor just a little bit.
Don, for those that can't make it up to Hillsborough, come down to State Route 41 and move some cows, they're welcome to do that with me tomorrow.
I'm sure they would enjoy doing that.
Well, it's such a beautiful weather
forecast. What would you, as there's a takeaway, I'll finish that in a second. Turnover Eastern, and Browning couldn't get his feet planted, and he skids a little bit, calling for a turnover as well.
Peebles is going to come in with Connor Boatman coming in for, that was for Eastern, and coming in for the Peebles Indians, that's going to be Mr. Grady Canelti.
If someone were to show up at the Spencer Estate tomorrow.
Spencer Estate?
and take you up on that offer of moving cattle, what exactly would they be expected to do at that point? What would you have them do?
Oh, we would give them a whip or a stick, and we'd move cows.
So you beat the cattle?
We don't beat the cows.
I mean, you would want to quote you on that?
We call it deterrence.
Is that what that is? Edmiston, a shot from the corner. Now,
beat the cows, my gosh.
Would they be impressed with the Spencer Estate?
No, they probably would not in the operation with all the mud we're going to be into tomorrow. That foul called on Luke Haney, his first, team's third on the Eastern Warriors. And by the way, Peebles Indians, they don't have any fouls called thus far. Eastern on top, 7-6.
It's Oldfield with the basketball. Now, these cattle, the intellect level.
Got your interest in
that. Is this a high intellect level on these cattle?
They or the those of us moving them?
Oh, either one.
Well,
Which one's smarter? Let's put it that way.
I'd say it's marginal on both ends, maybe.
The cattle are the smarter of the mammals?
There's the times you do feel like they outthink you.
Carson Reed for a swing. This is a 3-shot. I'm sorry. I'm picking on because Brett Spencer's easy to pick on. I shouldn't do that. Him and his one-eyed cat. Will the cat be there working out?
Scout will be, I'm sure, in the house outside of the wet snow that's coming down. Getting ready to check in is going to be Braxton Vance, 6'2" sophomore for the Eastern Warriors.
Edmiston, a bounce pass back out right side to Murphy. I loved your reaction when I asked you what you're going to do with the stick. But anyway, 7-6, Eastern up by 1. I'm sorry, folks. We'll get back to this ball game. It's time now for that scoreboard update brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. The score is Eastern 7, Peebles 6.
Hayden Browning back in for the Peebles Indians. Also in Braxton Vance for the Eastern Warriors.
at halftime. Our studio producer is a shot from the corner. Shot up for three. It's up and in. Drew Edmiston makes it 10-6. Eastern up by 4 now. At half, our producer Maggie Dean will bring you a Higgins Steel Roofing studio update. Catch up on scores and today's biggest headlines.
Eastern now expanding that lead to 4 points, 10-6. They're on top. Peebles with possession.
Dribbling off the right side, jump shot by Grooms. Nope, may have been partially blocked.
I believe it was.
He gets his own rebound on the backside. A little floater off the front. Can't get that to stay down either. Rebound back down. This time Edmiston comes out with it for Eastern. They had two looks. They just could not get one to stay in. Walk up back to Edmiston. Good defense there by Reed. You can hear the coaching staff here right beside it from Eastern. Eastern right now the coaching staff's a little unhappy because I don't want to say they're standing around, but they're not getting the ball movement they'd like to see them get, are they?
Not into the play that they have called at this point. They were looking, I think, for some, there you go. That's what they were asking for, was that screen on the top.
Walk up off the screen, a 3-shot. Nope, but he'll get his own rebound. You often hear me say the most dangerous rebounder on the floor is always the shooter. He knows whether it's going in or out. He gets the rebound but loses it out of bounds. It'll be Peebles basketball with 1:08 to go in the first quarter. The score again, 10-6. Eastern leading Peebles.
Eastern going to flash a 2-2-1, three-quarter trap press.
Reed in the backcourt. Goes right side to Grooms, now far ahead, right side. Oh, they got Canelti camping back to Reed off the left wing. He liked it. It wouldn't stay down either. Luke Haney on the rebound.
Nice closeout on defense on Canelti. It looked like Canelti was going to have an easy layup. He got a nice kick out instead to Mr. Reed. It just wouldn't drop. Back in Garrett Shively. He's going to replace Mr. Chris Oldfield.
Good to see Grady Barber out there because he missed some play due to minor injuries. As Eastern back to full complement now. 44 seconds to go. First quarter, 10-6 to score. Eastern leading. Big pass ahead to Canelti. Canelti had a nice JV game. He's playing both JV and varsity tonight. Shively back out top to Grooms.
Kind of interesting. They opened up in the first quarter with Grady and then finished up the last quarter with Grady.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. Just wanted to reserve some time on that varsity ball.
The way it works now, it used to be 5 quarters, but now any young athlete can play up to 6 quarters a night. So you could conceivably play, for example, 2 quarters of JV and 4 of varsity and still be completely eligible. And you're seeing lots more coaches doing that. Down to 9.8 seconds to go.
Chris Oldfield back in. He'll replace Gage Groom for Peebles. Also back in, or in first time for the Eastern Warriors. That's going to be Landon Kohler, a 5'9" junior.
Reed puts it in play to Shively. Shively back out top. Now they'll swing it right side. Down to 7 seconds. Now they'll find Reed in the corner. That's what they were looking for, but he couldn't get the shot to stay down. Stick back. Browning, nope. Will end the quarter. It's Eastern leading 10-6. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV as well as C103.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Thanks again to our studio producer, Miss Maggie Dean, doing a great job tonight. It's the Peebles Indians starting the second quarter with the basketball. They trail, 10-6. Rounding off the left side. Actually picks his dribble up. Didn't want to do that. He'll bounce pass it out. Tried to find Canelti. Instead, it's out of bounds. It will stay with Peebles, I guess.
Gage Grooms back into the game for Peebles. Also back in the game, Price Murphy for the Eastern Warriors. Don, we often talk about what great coaching we see here in Southern Ohio. We talk about what great basketball we see. And then look at these referees tonight. Marcus Thompson, Kyle Gilmore, and Judd White. Another fantastic crew.
You can see them on any post office wall. Shively up off the left wing. They look really good. They do a great job. Great job in refereeing, but they're also very infamous. Shively off the left side. We have a lot of fun with the referees. It's a job that most people would be very hard-pressed to even accomplish, much less under the pressure they're on. Shot up by Shively, no good. Rebound back out top. New guy out there, Grady Barber, back in. And back over to Barber they go. He'll go baseline. He tried to. Good stop there by Browning. Barber only glanced away. And I glanced away, Brett, and I'm not sure who that was. Somebody hit it.
I missed that myself.
13-6.
Quick shot there.
He had the left side. Browning and
nice move.
Oldfield with a slash to the basket completes it. 2-point play and will make it an and one. Make it 13-8 now. The score. The foul is on Murphy. The score 13-8. Back into the ball game will be Luke Haney. And that was foul number 2 on Price Murphy.
Thank you, sir. That three-pointer that we missed, Cade Walkup, he didn't miss it. He's got 6 points now, his second three-pointer in the game.
Yes, Price Murphy. They're trying to clarify who the foul was. They didn't understand who it was against. I think what they ended up saying, Brett, is as Oldfield misses the foul shot, score 13-8. Eastern up by 5, but I think they're trying to say Price Murphy with his second foul. I don't know what the confusion was. I think that's what I told you it was, though.
It is. It was. That was his second foul.
Into the ball game now. Wyatt Hopp. Let's just set the offense. Wyatt Hopp, along with Braxton Vance, just came in there, I believe. Grady Barber, as well as Luke Haney, is stealing the basketball. Shively ahead left side. Reed a little jump stop. Actually couldn't get set up to take the shot I think he was looking for. Also out there is Landon Kohler for Eastern.
Only 3 turnovers in this game thus far collectively between these two ball clubs. That's just good coaching.
It is. And these two teams are, as a shot up, partially blocked in there by Haney. That was Grooms on the shot. Haney ends up with a basketball. That'll be Hopped again, setting the offense for Eastern. Bounce pass there to Walkup. And now back over to Haney. Back out top now once again to Barber.
Oh, nice hands.
And a steal of the basketball and a turnover.
Carson Reed, nice knock away on that pass. It looked like it was going to be wide open there.
Score 13-8. Eastern leading Peebles by 5. Reed will set the offense once again.
Still Carson Reed's dad for the game. His name's Chris. I said, I think you're averaging 4 points a game when I call the game because I keep giving Chris credit for the shots that Carson's making.
Browning, a little dribble drive off that left elbow. Feeds it far right side. Back over to Grooms for a 3-shot. Nope. High off the boards it comes. Browning will get a rebound. Good offensive board there for Peebles. Reed will get another look with a 3 again. And he buries this one. 13-11. Peebles back within 2 now with 4:57 to go in our second quarter. Coming up at the half, it's the Barry's Chevrolet halftime report. Stay tuned as we give you keys to the second half of the game.
We could tell Carson Reed liked the shot when he released it. We have a 10-second call in the backcourt. Nice defense. Peebles another turnover. All of a sudden 3 turnovers quickly by the Eastern Warriors in this second quarter. Back in, it's going to be Cade Walkup, also Drew Emiston for the Eastern Warriors. In, Colin Sims, a 5'10" sophomore for the Peebles Indians. Chris Oldfield's going to put the ball in play right in front of us. He's going to be handed the ball by Kyle Gilmore.
And inbounds, he gets it there to Reed. Reed working out top against Edmiston. Little double team on the opposite side. He gets rid of it to Browning. Browning looking. Reed, wide open 3-shot, but a quick recovery there on the part of Edmiston. I think he may have gotten a finger on that. I don't know how he did that.
I didn't think he was going to be able to close out that quickly. I think he did get a finger as well on that shot.
Haney gets it on the opposite direction, though. He misses a shot. Score remains a 2-point ball game, 13-11. Grooms ahead with the basketball, is fouled in transition with 4:17 to go in our second quarter. It's once again time for that scoreboard update, brought to you by H&R Block and West Union, your tax and financial partner. It is Eastern 13, Peebles 11.
Dylan Pearson's going to check into the game, picking up his second foul. Is going to be wide hopped for the Eastern Warriors. That is the second team foul on Eastern in this second quarter.
Colin Sims in the ball game, finally gets a touch to Oldfield. Back out to Grooms and now to Sims again. Colin Sims, only a sophomore. Quite a nice ball handler.
Yes, he is. Another player had a great JV game when he was in there. They had to withhold some of his quarters too.
Reed out off the corner. And again, both these teams, especially Peebles, being very, very patient tonight. Oh, nice little open look for Grooms. A jump shot off the elbow, up and in.
Nice.
We're tied at 13-all.
Nice floater by Gage Grooms, his third point of the game.
3:38 to go in our first half. Ahead to get it to Haney, and we'll get a foul called as he caught the basketball. That'll be a possession foul. And interestingly enough, Brett, that's only the third foul called in this quarter. And it's changed the game so much now when you don't do the 1-and-1 after 7. I don't know if you noticed it, but I do. I think the game is a little quicker.
I think it is.
And inbounds will come to Haney.
That foul is going to be called on Colin Sims. Also, back in the game is going to be Grady Canelti. He'll replace Carson Reed.
Almost a turnover by Eastern, and then it is a turnover. Browning comes up with it. Sims will run the point now. Quite a compliment for the sophomore to run the point for this Peebles Indians ball club. He'll go to Browning at the elbow. Good pass into Canelti to Oldfield. Back to, and a missed shot. Haney has it out ahead to Walkup. Walkup, a long three. Oh, rimmed out. Looked like that was going to drop. Rebound up off the left side. Grooms for Peebles will go the other way again. Eastern one and done. Tie ball game.
Don't always remember we were at the Convo. Peebles in a very tight game. And they handed the ball to Weston Browning, a freshman at that time, against Trapp. That was pretty impressive as a freshman to bring that ball up for the Peebles Indians up there.
It's in that Browning bloodline.
It is in that Browning bloodline.
Grooms missed shot as Walkup. You've been hanging around me too long, Brett Spencer.
Yeah.
You used to talk pretty well. You used to talk really good. Used to. Grooms off the left side. Then to Edmiston. And Edmiston misses off the front of the rim. Rebound to Oldfield. Back out again, Sims. And you know, this kind of game, the crowd's kind of quiet too. They're just kind of watching. This is some good basketball.
Low scoring affair, 13-13, and it's a steal.
Steal Edmiston. He cuts off the passing lane, driving layup. Eastern retakes the lead. 15-13. But this is good basketball to watch. You want to see how to play the game properly. This is the way to watch it.
Drew Edmiston now 5 points for the Eastern Warriors. Almost another steal by Edmiston.
Left side, they go to Browning. Browning looking at the foul line. Turnaround jumper up and in. We're tied again. 15-all. Minute 33 to go in the half.
Mr. Browning, he's hit a couple from about 12 feet. He has 4 points on the evening for the Peebles Indians.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by First State Bank, with locations throughout Ohio and Kentucky, with new locations opening soon in Maysville and Portsmouth. While I was talking there, we've got a foul called on Peebles.
Colin Sims picks up his second foul. Back in Garrett Shively, also Carson Reed for the Peebles Indians. Also checking back in Landon Kohler for the Eastern Warriors.
And let's give a shout out to Willie & Son Trucking. They'll bring you our post-game report. Stay tuned for stats, coaches, comments, and more. And again, thanks to our season sponsors, the Adams County Medical Foundation, doing good things, not just in Adams County, but all around our community. Shot up, no good. Stick back up and in. Braxton Vance puts Eastern ahead, 17-15 now. Minute 9 to go in the first half.
Nice rebound by Vance, straight back up. His first 2 points of the game. He averages 4.2 per game.
Grooms goes right side to Shively. He liked it, popped off, and we're going to get a foul. And boy, I like this referee crew. They don't call too much, they don't call too little.
I agree completely. That foul's going to be called on, I believe they called that on Drew Edmiston. They did. That's his first. Team's third in this second quarter. Don Bowles, I'll tell you a person I came over here tonight looking forward to see, and I miss him. Mr. Gary Pickerel. He always has the books over there for the Warriors. They're in good hands tonight with Jeff Naylor. It's always good to see Gary. And may have felt a little bit under the weather. Not bad, they tell me.
Oh, but I bet he's listening. Gary, we're thinking about you.
Probably out there feeding those cows early this morning and just got a little sniffle.
Probably nobody more unhappy with him being home than his wife. She'd probably rather him be at the game so she can enjoy some solace at home, you think?
I'm not even commenting. Chris Oldfield. Now, Gary may show up tomorrow and help me move cows. Who knows? I think he's got a long day tomorrow, keeping score.
Will he bring his own stick?
I'm sure he will.
Good. Rebound back down. And that shot was up by Haney, I think. It was either Vance or Haney. But 30.9 seconds to go in the half, 17-15. Eastern leading by 2.
Braxton Vance going to pick up that foul. For Braxton, that is his first.
Again, it's the Berry Chevrolet halftime report as well as the Higgins Steel Roofing Studio update coming up in just 30.9 seconds of playing time.
Cade Walkup's going to check in for Drew Edmiston for the Eastern Warriors. Both coaches going into the bench pretty heavily. Right now, it's Eastern 17, Peebles 15. We're inside of 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And they get it ahead to Browning. I could have caught that one.
You were close.
And Browning, of course, I'm not quick enough to do that. Browning off the left side into the corner, go Oldfield for a 3. Nope. And rebound Vance off the backside. 10.4 seconds to go in the half. Eastern leading by 2. They have the basketball. Hopp driving in, little reverse layup, may have been partially blocked. Stick back, Haney up and in. We'll end the half. Eastern up by 4. 19-15 the score. Up next, the Berry Chevrolet halftime report. After this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on U.S. Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for SHAC Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Team sports teach the young men and women of our community how to work together to achieve a common goal. They also reinforce other character traits such as respect, dedication, and self-discipline. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester salute the teams of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference and wish you the best of luck. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Welcome to the Berry Chevrolet halftime report. I'm Don Bowles along with Brett Spencer with Peebles High School, where the Eastern Warriors lead 19-15 at half. And in the first quarter, it was Eastern outscoring Peebles 10-6. In the second quarter, they both tied each other 9-9 in their performance, and thus the 4-point margin at halftime, 19-15 the score. Once again tomorrow, big day of basketball here on C103 as well as Good Guys Radio TV. It's the Chad Hodgson Classic from Fairfield High School. Great opportunity. Go up there, pay one price. You get to see 5 boys games, one girls game, kind of a Highland County shootout. Every Highland County high school team will be featured, and you'll get to see them playing some interesting opponents. The games, starting at 11 a.m., it'll be Lynchburg Clay versus Paint Valley. Then it'll be White Oak versus Clinton Massey. Then it'll be Greenfield McLean versus Athens. The only girls' game of the day, Fairfield takes on Wilmington. Then it'll be Hillsboro, the Indians of Hillsboro versus Adena, and under head coach Chad Howland. And then the nightcap, it's the Fairfield Lions taking on Western Latham. That's at 7:45. One price, you get to see all of that. What a great way to spend the day and watching high school basketball. We're going to take a break. Up next, the Higgins Steel Roofing Studio Update with Miss Maggie Dean right after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, ENERGY STAR compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me?
Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for SHAC Sports, C103, and Goodguysradiotv.
Team sports teach the young men and women of our community how to work together to achieve a common goal. They also reinforce other character traits such as respect, dedication, and self-discipline. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester salute the teams of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference and wish you the best of luck. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
And at the half, it's Eastern leading 19-15 over Peebles. And Brett, real quickly, this has been really interesting ball game. Low scoring. Both these teams can be more powerful than this. Peebles maybe not so much powerful in offense, but both of them averaging over 50 points a game, and they've only scored 19 and 15. Bottom line is they're both being patient, aren't they?
Being patient. I'd be disingenuous to the truth if I said I expected the score to be both of them less than 20 points in this first half. But it seems to me that Peebles needs to get that ball out, get it on the run. Eastern always does a great job. We talked about what a good defensive ball club they are, and they always stop ball penetration. So maybe that's what Peebles needs to do is move that ball up, and Eastern's hoping to shoot a little bit better out there beyond the three-point line.
Well, a lot of one and done opportunities. Not a lot of offensive rebounding being done, but they're playing hard. But good fundamental basketball and pretty clean basketball.
Very clean basketball, and that's one of the things I like about how the referees have allowed this game to progress. It has been allowed to be physical, especially when the ball's up there for the rebound, but they've also kept everything under control.
As we begin the second half here, let me remind you, join Ben Higgins Games Day at 4:45 just before tip-off for the SHAC pregame report, brought to you by Ron Lynch and Edward Jones Investments in Maysville, and Peebles Save a Lot right around the corner over here. If you've not visited their beautiful grocery store, locally owned and operated, there aren't very many of those left, folks. Peebles Save a Lot. And, of course, Ron Lynch, what a person to talk to for all your financial needs at Edward Jones Investments in Maysville. Peebles with the basketball. They get right back to work. Grooms with the jump shot at the foul line pulls his team back within two, make it 19-17. Eastern leads.
Gage Grooms with his fifth point of the game, averages 11.8 points per game and 4.3 rebounds per game.
Edmiston back out top, walk up for a three. He likes it, and there's a reason.
He wanted it.
Buried it.
Third three-pointer for Cade Walkup, a 5'10" junior. He has 9 points in the game. That lead now 5 points for Eastern, 22-17.
Bounce pass Browning to Grooms inside. Clear out, blocked by Luke Haney. 22-17. Peebles will get it back. 7:13 to go in our third quarter. Don't forget, White Oak at Fairfield. They're up next. Our doubleheader here on C103.
That Haney block, it was an authoritative, not in here type of block that time.
Shively out off the wing, back out top, and once again, Peebles settles down into this half-court offense, trailing by 5. Inside Browning, back out to Reed. Shively thought about it, a little ball fake. Instead, he'll go left side. And a takeaway. Nice defense there on the part of Hop driving ahead.
Oh, my.
And, yeah, we're going to get a player control foul. No surprise on that one, is it?
No, that was almost stopped to lay his shoulder in on the defender. That's his third foul. He'll be quickly replaced. Coming back in is going to be Grady Barber. Really one of those. He was a fantastic freshman. He's a super sophomore this year.
6:44 to go in our third quarter, 22-17. Eastern up by 5, but Peebles has the basketball. anybody's ball game at this point. Reed, a far ahead left side to Shively. And then they'll find Oldfield down the corner, and the ball taken away, Edmiston. Turnover, Peebles.
Unusual for Peebles to come out 2 quick turnovers in this third quarter. 22-17 is the score. 5-point lead for the Eastern Warriors. 6:20 to go in this third quarter.
Barber with the 3. No, I thought that was going to go in. Rebound back out. Grooms again. And boy, I'll tell you what, Eastern's come out ice cold, but a turnover again. Barber has it. Barber dribbling ahead. He's fouled.
Gage Groom's going to pick up that foul. His first, team's first in the third quarter. It was not a shooting foul. It'll be Barber putting the ball in play underneath the Eastern basket.
And Edmiston. They'll go to the corner. Hop for another 3 up. It's good. Wyatt Hop, 22. Make it 25-17. It's a Wyatt Hop show here early in the third quarter. Ahead right side. Oldfield to Grooms. We got timeout, Peebles. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief. What we believe.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Bench, that's a little tough to do. It was Cade Walkup hitting another 3 and putting his team up 25-17. As now shot up, no good. Eastern ends up with the basketball.
Peebles 4 turnovers in this third quarter. They only had a total of 2 in the first half. 25-17, 8-point lead for the Eastern Warriors. And Coach Buechler wants them to pick up the defense when Peebles has possession.
Edmiston gets a touch now. He'll take it to the foul line, kicks it back out there now to Murphy. Now, Walkup, I almost said it again, Walkup with another 3.
Wow.
Make it 28-17. I almost did the same thing again. I don't know why I'm doing that.
That was deep by Cade Walkup, his 5th three-pointer, 9th point in the second half, 15 overall in the game.
Reed dribbling around out top, little spin move at the elbow. Go left side to Shively. And the interesting thing is they're coming out on him. And Walkup is almost oblivious right now. Shively out to Grooms. And right now, Peebles needs a bucket. They're down by double digits. First time in the ball game. 28-17 the score. Shot up from the corner. Browning, he answers. Make it 28-20. That'll be a difference. Eastern leading.
Desperate for that answer. Hayden Browning says, I can do so. He has 7 points. He's your leading scorer for the Indians.
And Barber, left side again. Walk up. No. Edmiston on the rebound. Coach Rob Buechler says, set it up. He'll look right side to Barber instead. He'll break to the baseline. Edmiston will make a follow into the corner. Back out again now to Murphy. Murphy, little stop to Barber again. Haney out top. And again, this time Edmiston in the corner, and he'll bang the 3.
Wow. Drew Edmiston, his 8th point of the game. That is the 4th three-pointer for Eastern in this second half. All points coming from beyond the arc.
This coverage sponsored by Southern State Community College. Visit sscc.edu to begin your pathway to completion today. 3:28 to go in our third quarter. 31-20 the score. That's our scoreboard update as well. Brought to you by Jeff Newman and his staff at H&R Block in West Union. They are the tax professionals. Again, Eastern 31, Peebles 20. Browning has the ball. Looking, finally puts it on the floor. Stopped by Haney. Fall-away jump shot. Nope, but he draws the foul.
Nice pump fake by Browning. He's going to draw that foul on Mr. Luke Haney. His second, team second in the second half. Browning going to go to the free throw line. Hayden Browning, 7 points on the evening. He is 12 for 17 from the free throw line on the season. That's 71%. He'll add to that as he hits the first of the two free throws. In is going to be Braxton Vance. For the Eastern Warriors, out is going to be Luke Haney.
That'll cut that lead to 10, make it 31-21, as Browning will get a second foul shot. Settles in, and he drops that one. Make it 31-22 now. They'll cut that lead to single digits anyway.
Chris Oldfield checks in for the Indians. He'll replace Garrett Shively. Earlier I missed Mr. Grady Canelti is in for the Peebles Indians. He's been assigned the task of matching up with Cade Walkup.
Join us before each game as we bring you the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. That's presented by Southern Hills Community Bank, featuring 8 locations across Adams, Brown, and Highland counties. And the ball, good defense there on the part of Canelti. The ball knocked out of bounds. Eastern will get it, but it'll be underneath their own basket.
Like that three-quarter court pressure was going to pay off for Peebles. Eastern, though, maintains possession.
Into the corner they come. Edmiston, good job by Grooms closing out in the corner because Edmiston wasn't able to get a good look. He thought he had an open look there. Barber. Ball fake.
All that traffic Edmiston just dribbled into just a second ago. He may have gotten away with an extra step, but it would have been hard to see.
Were you counting?
I was.
Barber from the right side. Little hop and a skip, up and in.
Grady Barber, his first 2 points of the evening. He averages 14.4.
Browning in with the ball. Back to Reed, working against Edmiston. Right side Browning. 2:14 to go in the third quarter. 33-22 Eastern. Hook pass back over to Reed. Reed looking, has to go to Oldfield, back to Canelti, now left side to Browning. Browning, a size mismatch there, working against Barber. And there's a double team out of bounds. Looks like it might be, it is going to be off of Eastern. It'll be Peebles' ball.
Nice low hands by Edmiston to get that ball loose, because it looked like Browning may get that pump fake and get Eastern Grady Barber up in the air.
Stick around after the final buzzer as we wrap the game up with stats, comments, and much more with the Willie & Son Trucking postgame show.
Carson Reed, his second three-pointer of the game. He now has 6 points. Nice shot on the inbounds play.
He'll pull his team back within 8 now, 33-25 the score. And the ball knocked away. Good recovery, Barber to Edmiston. Edmiston, a three-shot off the wing. It's up. It's good.
Mr. Edmiston said, I'll just take a few of those. He has 11 points now. He's in the double-digit club along with Cade Walkup.
36-25 the score now as Reed ahead left side. Back out to Grooms to Browning. Minute 15 to go. Now to Reed. Canelti again, back over to Oldfield. And to Grooms.
Eastern just doing a nice job. All these passes out there for Peebles, closing out before they can get that open shot.
Right, and a lot of help side, especially on the inside. Whoa, got by with one, didn't they?
He did. That's a push off.
And it's going to go inside. That's interesting because Eastern's going to get charged with a foul. For you folks up there watching on Good Guys Radio TV, you probably saw what we're talking about. It wasn't any malicious thing, but it got by with a little bit of a push, and then he's going to be rewarded with 2 shots at the foul line. That's a good thing.
Bryce Murphy picks up that foul, his third. If the crowd mic's picking up, that's exactly what Coach Buechler's talking about. Hey, he pushed off there. Luke Haney back into the game. Also back into the game, Colin Sims.
51.7 seconds to go, third quarter. Browning at the foul line. And he hits a foul shot. Make it 36-25.
Garrett Shively back into the game. He'll replace Mr. Hayden Browning.
Make it 36-26, I'm sorry. Back to a 10-point ball game. Game's not over, but Peebles has almost slowed it down too much. Off the right side, walk up, back out top, Barber. Walk up, on the wing, off the screen. Then to Vance and back to Barber to Haney. They'll find Edmiston as they're swinging them off the corners. Vance. And they're paying a lot of attention to walk up now. I think I would too.
Pretty good reason. Edmiston, you might want to be watching him as well. Both of them hot from beyond the arc this third quarter.
Peebles has pushed him out almost to the midcourt, off the screen by Haney. Barber has the ball, loses it, and lose it. We got a turnover.
Nice steal, Grady Canelti.
And that'll end the quarter. The score 36-26. It'll be. Eastern leading Peebles. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, Eastern with the basketball. We begin the fourth quarter. They enjoy a 10-point lead. Walk up for a three. Nope. Rebound, Haney. Fought for on the floor. Haney does come up with it. Back to walk up again. Now to Barber. Barber, little ball fake. Goes right side to Edmiston. Thought about the three instead. Off the screen he'll go. Now to Barber. Barber to walk up. Back over to Barber. Barber. Little bump and go, and shot no good. Another stick back. Barber, it's up and in.
Great Barber, his fourth point of the game. Nice put back.
And that time Eastern got a little bit with a little bit of a bump.
I agree as well.
Bounce pass behind the defense. Oldfield up and good.
Nice pass by Garrett Shively. Nice catch. Nice basket by Mr. Chris Oldfield, his fourth point of the game.
Barber all alone, cherry picking. He answers. Make it 40-38.
Grady Barber now 6 points in the game, getting toward that 14.4 average per game.
Listen to C103 everywhere you are. Download our free app, listen online at C103.fm, and even ask your Alexa device, play C103 Country. Shot up off the left wing.
Chris Oldfield's going to hit that three-pointer. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll be back after this on the Good Guys Radio TV network on C103.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, Energy Star compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
An outstanding athlete is the Snappy Tomato Pizza and West Union Senior player of the game right after the final buzzer. Make sure you stay tuned for that. That'll take place in our Willie & Son Trucking Postgame show. Sean Willie and his staff just south of Leesburg, north of Hillsboro, taking care of all your heavy equipment maintenance needs. Walk up at the midcourt, goes right side to Edmiston. Nice jump catch there by Edmiston. Barber now out front working against Browning.
Which Willie's a good referee as well, isn't he?
He is. Sean's pretty good at everything, I think. He's a pretty talented guy, right? As walk up for a three. No, I thought it was in, but Haney, I thought it was in. Haney, I thought it was in. Haney again.
Getting so many opportunities.
How many was that, 3 shots?
3 shots. Chris Oldfield's going to pick up that foul, his first, team's first in his fourth quarter. Going to the free throw line, that will be Luke Haney. First free throw attempt of the game by the Eastern Warriors.
That's interesting. You shoot it long enough to either make one or get fouled, right? And if you're at one of our games, you happen to walk by our broadcast booth, you need to admire Brett Spencer's new markers. Those are quite special, Brett.
They're new. They're brand new. I'm very proud of them.
Yes. I notice how you're displaying them on the table here. Those are quite striking. And Haney's foul shots, not good. 40-31 the score. He missed both of them. 6:04 to go in the fourth and final quarter. And in the JV competition, the final score is 51-49. And right now at the pace we're going on, Brett, the JV game is going to be higher scoring than the varsity game.
I agree. That JV game, Eastern led at the first quarter break 16-11. Halftime, it was Peebles leading 26-22. Third quarter break, 36-28. Peebles on top. Don just told you the final score. Peebles on top, 51-49.
Barber picks up a foul. It'll be a possession foul. Peebles will have it just in front of their own bench to our right.
Grady Barber's first foul.
Grooms out top. A swing it left side to Reed and to Oldfield. Oldfield from the corner for a three. That's an equalizer.
He's hit 2 over there in that same corner.
Peebles has cut this lead to 6. 40-34. 5:35 to go in the fourth. Off the left side, shot up by Wyatt Hopp. He is fouled. He'll shoot 2 foul shots.
Chris Oldfield now 10 points in the game. That foul is going to be called on Mr. Carson Reed. Nice sportsmanship by Carson Reed. Picked up the opposition there.
Thanks again to our season sponsors, including Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community.
Wyatt Hopp misses the first of the 2 free throws. Back end's going to be Braxton Vance for the Eastern Warriors. Out Luke Haney. 40-34. It is a 6-point game right now. It'll remain at 6. I think it's going to be over the back. And they are going to call that just into the game on Braxton Vance. And
Haney, by the way, one of only 3 seniors on this Eastern team. Both these ball clubs were very young. 5:31 to go in the ball game. 40-34 the score. Eastern up by 6. Peebles with the ball, a chance to cut that lead even further. Big skip pass to Browning. Back out it comes to Groom. And now to Shively.
Peebles well within striking distance, only 6 points down.
They have really spread this defense out now. Browning cuts to the middle. A foul, I believe. Yes, they're going to give him shots.
Grady Barber is going to pick up that foul. Browning has been deadly at the free throw line. He's 4 for 4 on the evening. He has 11 points overall in the game. Grady Barber, his second foul. Team's third quarter.
Time for that scoreboard update. Brought to you by H&R Block in West Union, your tax and financial partner. The score is 40 for Eastern, 34 for Peebles, make it 35 as Mr. Browning hits the first foul shot.
Mr. Browning came into this game a 71% free throw shooter. That average will be going up substantially. He misses that second one. 5 for 6 from the free throw line.
And
yep, over back.
We get a turnover against Eastern. We've got time out of the floor, Eastern. We're back after this on C103 at Good Guys Radio TV.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
Once again, stay tuned after this ball game. We'll listen to White Oak at Fairfield on our sister station. It was, well, I'll just save that for you. Stick around for Maggie Dean afterwards for the, we got a final score, I guess I'll give you that. North Adams 77-42. As the final score, it was North Adams knocking off Lynchburg Clay. But if you want that and more scores, stick around Maggie Dean for our Higgins Steel Roofing Studio Update.
77-42 over Lynchburg?
Yes.
That's a good defensive ball club, Lynchburg. I tell you, when North Adams is clicking on all cylinders, it's something, isn't it?
Boy, they're one of those teams that if they get in a rhythm, a lot of fun to watch. We don't care who it is, but when this team gets in a rhythm and starts dropping things, North Adams has got that going on this year. And they get cranking a bit, and they can be fun to watch on offense.
Definitely worth the price of admission.
Grooms into the corner. They go to Browning, back out to Grooms. Left side to Shively. Back out to Grooms. And Lynchburg Clay, good ball club. So, I mean, it didn't come easy, I'm sure.
That's why I was a little surprised at the spread in that score.
4:41 to go in the fourth and final. The score is 40-35. Eastern leading. Peebles threatening again, and that's your H&R Block scoreboard update. Reed from the corner. Can he answer? He does not. Rebound down to Walkup.
Still nice patience by Peebles on that possession. 4:20 to go in the game. That score 40-35. Eastern on top by 5.
Off the right side over there. Dylan Pearson in the ball game now.
Yep, Chris Oldfield's going to pick up that foul. That was right in front of Mr. Marcus Thompson. Easy call for him. Chris Oldfield now his second team's third. One of these days I'm going to beat that. Dean Brown always beats me to who got the foul and the team fouls. I've got to get in a race with him one day, just one time.
You're going to get ahead of him, huh?
I don't know. I don't think that's possible.
Now, will Dean come down and help you move cattle?
Dean would if I ask him. He's that good a man.
Oh, okay. Shot up off the wing. We're going to player control foul, I think, away from the basketball.
It was Hop pushing off on that. That's his fourth. 3 of the fouls have been on Hop tonight. Just it's been push-offs and awkward fouls on his behalf.
4:03 to go in our ball game. The score 40-35. Next game up, White Oak at Fairfield. That'll follow tonight. Browning, Peebles trailing. Back out to Reed. This ball game's not over at this rate. Into the corner. Oldfield for a 3. No. Rebound back down. Pearson.
Oldfield likes that corner.
We'll go the other way. Wyatt Hop. Wyatt, 6-foot senior. Goes to Pearson to walk up. Back out to Barber. And now they'll find Hopt again. Pearson swings it out off the wing. Little dish there to Barber, and Eastern really taking their time. 3:17 to go in the ball game. They have a 5-point lead. And
yep, Garrett Shout is going to pick up that foul, trying to work his way through that screen. Instead, he'll pick up the foul, his first, team's fourth.
During the Willie & Son Trucking postgame show, we will give you a really quick version of our stats and individual points and everything and the like. Make sure you stay tuned as we're going to have a timeout on the floor again. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the 3, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out a hit, she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for SHAC Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three. He hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up. Two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for SHAC Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
3:10 to go in the ball game. Walk up has it out off the wing. Off the screen by Haupt. He'll go far right side over there to Murphy. They'll rotate Haupt out top again. Now back to Pearson. Little bounce pass to Haupt. 2:51 to go. Eastern in no hurry. They have a 5-point lead. To Murphy we go. To walk up. Nice ball movement.
It is great ball movement.
Barber in the paint, kicks it back out. Ooh, walk up one of the three. Instead, he'll go to Haupt. Now back out to Murphy. We're down to 2:27 to go. To Pearson.
Very
nice.
Disciplined.
Yeah.
Spreading of the floor a little bit. Nice movement on offense. We got another timeout on the floor, I believe. That's going to be called by Eastern.
Nope, they got a foul called first, I do believe.
Nice job, this referee crew. Yep.
Rob Buechler and the referee had a conversation. Which one came first? You were right. You saw him call the timeout, but on the other side of the floor, they were calling a foul.
Going to go to the free throw line. It's going to be Dylan Pearson, his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Eastern 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Came in shooting 63% as a team. Pearson makes the first of the two free throws.
That'll extend that lead to 6 now, 41-35.
First point of the game for Mr. Pearson.
Second foul shot. I rimmed it out. Rebound, backside. It'll be Reed with the ball. 2:15 to go. Peebles is not out of this game, but they're going to pick up the pace a bit. Oldfield goes baseline, and he tries a shot. Instead, he's stripped of the basketball. Good defense there by Haupt. Out of bounds it goes. Reminder, this broadcast is for the private use of the C103 and Good Guys Radio TV audience. Any other use of the descriptions or accounts of this game without the consent of Dreamcatcher Communications is prohibited.
Yeah, with that three-point line, it's only a 2-possession for a tie. Gage Grooms.
And Grooms gets a start on it as he buries the three from the corner. Timeout on the floor. We're back after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and oh, he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three. He hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out ahead she goes.
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up. Two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for SHAC Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Sun Trucking Postgame show up next, and Brett Spencer will have everything you ever want to know about this basketball game. I mean everything. Shoe sizes, shirt sizes, individual scoring, fouls, turnovers. You name it, he's got it. Stay tuned. Willie and Son Trucking Postgame show. Right now, we've got a ball game. 41-38 the score. It is Eastern with the lead and the basketball.
Full court pressure. Peebles down 3, 2:04 to go in this game. 41-38 the score, Eastern on top.
As Murphy in the backcourt, goes to Haupt. Haupt bounce pass to Barber. Barber looking. Dribbles left side, feeds it to Pearson. Pearson off the screen. Dishes it to Haupt. And now we'll get the foul. It's just into the ball game on that break. Sims will pick that foul up, I believe it is, isn't it?
Correct. Colin Sims picks up his third. Mr. Wyatt Haupt at the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Averages right at 5 points a game. Tonight, because of foul trouble, he hasn't gotten as much playing time. This would be his first point of the game if he can drain either or both of these two free throws.
Before we move to that second game, join Maggie Dean for our Higgins Steel Roofing Studio update. We will also have, again, our Willie and Son Trucking postgame show. We'll do a real quick version of that. We want to get you to that second game as quickly as we can. Haupt misses the first foul shot.
Garrett Shively, three-point specialist, 5'10" junior. He's now into the game for Colin Sims.
Misses both foul shots. Grooms on the rebound. We've got a three-point ball game with 1:41 to go. Peebles trailing, but they have the basketball. Oldfield Back out to Browning, to Reed. Grooms with a 3-shot. It's up, no. Rebound, walk up. Eastern with the ball, minute 26 to go. They lead by 3. Ahead, swing it left side. In, it's Murphy. He attempts the shot, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2 foul shots.
Good hops on Carson Reed, but he got body on that attempted block. That foul's going to be called on Carson Reed.
ACRMC Coaches Comment Show. We'll talk to the winning coach. We'll name our Snappy Tomato Pizza in West Union and Seaman Player of the Game. Murphy's first foul shot, no. Not a good display of foul shooting here in the second half, is it?
Well, not quite in the game, really. We talked about the nemesis of Eastern may be the free throw line in close games. Right now, they are struggling from that free throw line. They are right now 1 from 9 from the free throw line.
My goodness, and miss again. As not too many teams will win with a 10% foul shooting number, will they?
Nope.
Reed with the basketball goes right side. Dribbling in a little push and shove up and in. Peebles back within 1. Make it 41-40, minute 4 to go.
Nice little blow past.
Eastern with
Carson Reed,
Eastern with the basketball. Edmiston off the right side. In trouble, picks the ball up. Didn't want to do that. We got timeout Eastern again. We're back after that on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
We could make a big, loud, expensive.
Team sports teach the young men and women of our community how to work together to achieve a common goal. They also reinforce other character traits such as respect, dedication, and self-discipline. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester salute the teams of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference and wish you the best of luck. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Peebles thought they had a turnover, and just as they did, Peebles thought they had a turnover, and we're going to get the ball in just as they did. Eastern called timeout. And again, good job by the referees. I think they're doing
great job. It's all about timing. It's like what Ms. Maggie Dean's doing back there, getting it to us right in time.
There she is. Maggie Dean, our studio producer, and our TV producer director, Mr. Skylar Stapleton on Good Guys Radio TV. Go to goodguysradiotv.com. You can watch this game anytime, any place, anytime you want to. It's archived. It'll be archived moments after we finish our broadcast. You can watch that and then listen to our second game tonight. White Oak at Fairfield. Stay tuned for that. 52.9 seconds to go in our ball game. Eastern up by 1, and they have the ball.
Peebles came back out of that timeout break. 5 players on the floor, 4 coaches. And we're ready to go back into play. Nice job by the referees tonight. Mr. Judd White, Marcus Thompson, Kyle Gilmore. My hat off to them. Nice job.
And Barber off the left side. And a little finger roll up and in. And I believe it's going to be and 1.
It is going to be and 1. What a nice little move. Somebody didn't stay in help side defense. I'm not sure what happened there. Gage Grooms picks up that foul.
The big news is as Scheibe comes back in, the big news is that if he makes his foul shot, which is not automatic with Eastern tonight, it'll make it a 2-possession game, right?
Yes, it will. Grady Barber, a 73.1% free throw shooter on the season, 19 for 26 from the free throw line.
And he misses it. As rebound down, it's Browning. We've got a 1-possession game, 43-40, 40 seconds to go in the ball game. Reed. Dribbling out top, off the screen to Grooms. Grooms dribbling in. And a clear out block, walk up and a foul. But I'm not sure if that's a bad foul because you're going to put him on the foul line to shoot 2, and they're down by 3.
Cade walk up, only his first foul. Both ball clubs, that was a shooting foul, but both clubs now with 5 fouls in this fourth quarter. Everybody's shooting 2 with every foul committed.
29.5 seconds to go, and Grooms drops the first one.
Colin Sims checking back in for Garrett Shively.
43-41 the score now.
Gage Grooms now 9 points in this game. He is 2 for 3 from the free throw line. He misses the second.
And it's Murphy on the rebound. Backcourt, it's Barber. Down to 24 seconds. and we'll get a foul in the backcourt against Peebles. Both teams will be at the foul line now, shooting 2 for the balance of the ball game.
Hayden Browning's going to pick up that foul, only his first, but both teams now shooting 2, as Don just said, from the free throw line. Any fouls committed going to the free throw line is going to be Grady Barber. He just left there a few seconds ago. He missed his only free throw attempt. He has 8 points in the game.
Barber's first foul shot, no. This is almost astonishing, their foul shooting, isn't it?
It's been unusual. Back in the game, Garrett Shively. Offense, defense, Colin Sims, he steps out.
Even if they make this foul shot, it's still a one-possession game, and he does. Make it 44-41. Peebles with the ball now. 23 seconds to go. They trail by 3. And we've got another timeout. And tell you what, we'll keep it right here. Don't forget again tomorrow, it's a Chad Hodson Classic. Chad left our world way too early. Chad, a former assistant coach for the Fairfield Lions, lost his battle to cancer a couple years ago, and this is a tournament in his honor. They raise funds for some scholarships. Cool thing. Great way to see 6 basketball games all for one prize. 5 boys games, 1 girls game. It's all featuring Highland County teams, but man, some good basketball. Lynchburg Clay versus Paint Valley, White Oak versus Clinton Massey, Greenfield McLean versus Athens. The Bulldogs come all the way down from Athens. Fairfield versus Wilmington. That'll be the only girls game. And then Chad Howland and the Hillsboro Indians takes on Adina, and they'll finish off the night with Fairfield versus Western Latham. And Quentin Williams Fairfield Ball Club. They play some pretty good basketball, don't they?
They certainly do.
We talk about a good young coach, good discipline. We're fortunate. We're so blessed with a lot of good young coaches.
Yeah. That Western Latham Ball Club a couple years back reminds me a lot of what the North Adams Ball Club is this year. How they play with very much in sync with one another.
19.3 seconds to go in our 4th and final quarter. 3-point ball game. Peebles will put it in play on the opposite side of the court, trailing by 3. Inbounds it comes to Reed. Reed dribbling around, working against Walkup. Oldfield sets the screen. Reed off the right side. He'll take it in. And a shot up off the glass. Nope. Rebound Pearson. Out ahead to Walkup. We're down to 6 seconds. He'll find Murphy out ahead. Murphy is fouled with 3.2 seconds to go. Price Murphy will go to the foul line to shoot 2. He could ice this ball game.
Obviously, Browning had to commit that foul. Still time if the Indians are fortunate enough that Eastern does not hit either of these 2 free throws.
Score still less than the JV game was.
Yes. That JV game, 51-49. Peebles victorious in that game.
And the first foul shot, no.
Tell you what, Mr. Michael Walls and that JV ball club for Peebles, they've had a nice little season going right now.
Rob Buechler's picked up on the lack of foul shooting as well. He's commenting over here about something about free throw shooting practice, you think? We'll keep it right here as we're going to have our final timeout. And
2 for 14 from that.
The coaches don't want to talk to Rob Buechler about the foul shooting after the game, I can tell you.
Tell you what, one of my favorite coaches, he's down the JV level and great bench coach over here for Coach Buechler, Mr. Tim Boone. He's a juvenile probation officer over there in Brown County, and what a fine job he does over there.
44-41. It is Eastern leading by 3. And still at the foul line, they're getting another foul shot, but there's no guarantee this is going to go to a dual possession. Now, there's 3.2 seconds to go in the game.
I don't know what you even say in a timeout to a player that you want him to make a free throw.
As Murphy at the foul line, all the Eastern players back.
You just want to make sure that you don't leave it short on that free throw. He did not.
He missed it, though. And out of bounds it goes. It'll be Peebles basketball.
Peebles still plenty of time. 2.2 seconds on the clock. And it's side out.
As you can hear Coach Rob Buechler right here in front of us shouting instructions. Shively will inbound it. And they're going to find Reed. Reed on the buzzer. The shot up. No. That'll be the ball game. 44-41, the final score. It is Eastern knocking off the Peebles Indians. We'll be back up next. The Willie & Son Trucking Postgame Show. We'll name our Snappy Tomato Pizza and West Union Seaman Player of the Game. And, of course, we'll also have our ACRMC Coaches Comment Show, but much more right after this on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our...
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.
What we believe matters because it shapes who we are. At First State Bank, we believe in rural communities. We have since our start in 1884. We're proud of where we come from. And while others have come and gone, we've remained because standing by the folks you believe in is what a real local bank does. First State Bank, built on belief.
Taste the Snappy Tomato Pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
Could be in play for the league championship. Eastern, now their record improves to 8-3 and 5-1 as they remain with only one loss in league play. And they will, that one loss coming to Northampton, they will play again. They have an opportunity to improve their record and knock off that loss as well. Peebles, on the other hand, drops to 5-5 and 3-4 in league play. They will remain in third place as Eastern is in second place in Division I. Again, I was reminding you about the Peebles, the Chad Hodson Memorial Classic. That's tomorrow at Fairfield. What I have not mentioned is the Coach Dave Young Classic at North Adams. That'll also be on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. That's a week from Saturday. 8 basketball games. It'll start out the morning with West Union versus Portsmouth Clay. It'll be followed by Ripley versus Sims Valley. The White Oak Wildcats will then take on South Point. Then Manchester will take on that Western Latham team we were talking about. Eastern will play versus Blanchester. And then Peebles versus Georgetown. They'll finish the night with a boy-girl, easy for me to say, doubleheader. It'll be North Adams versus Chesapeake in a girls matchup. That should be fun. And then a fun nightcap, the North Adams Green Devils taking on Chesapeake boys. So it'll be North Adams versus Chesapeake girls, then the North Adams versus Chesapeake boys. And again, very similar to the Chad Hodson Classic. They're raising money for a scholarship fund that supports scholarships for students in North Adams and West Union High School, as well as a great opportunity. For one price, you get to watch 8 basketball games. You can come and go as you wish. A lot of fun. How can you think of a better way to spend a Saturday? And you talk about inexpensive entertainment. It is good stuff. One price, you get in, and you get to see all 8 games. Scoring by the quarters, by the way. And you ready? Okay, let's do some stats. Here's Brett Spencer.
Thank you, Don Bowles. Peebles Indians fell short on the scoreboard tonight, 44-41. In that first quarter, they shot 2 for 12 from the field, 17%, 1 for 5 from beyond the arc, 20%. Low-scoring first quarter. That first quarter break score, Eastern 10, Peebles 6. In that second quarter, the Peebles Indians came out and shot 4 for 11 from the field, 36%, 1 for 6 from beyond the arc, 17% overall in that first half. From the field, 6 for 23, 26%, 2 for 11 from beyond the arc, that's 18%. Again, the game remained very low scoring. Eastern on top at the halftime break, 19-15 over the Peebles Indians. Third quarter, Peebles came right out and committed 4 turnovers in their first 6 possessions. They did not get as many field goal attempts. They went 3 for 5 from the field, very efficient, 60%, and they were perfect from beyond the arc, 1 for 1. And that lead now had jumped from 4 to 10 for the Eastern Warriors, 36-26. But in that fourth quarter, a nice run by the Peebles Indians, never gave up. Shot 5 for 11 from the field, 45%, 2 for 5 from beyond the arc, 40%. Overall second half, 8 for 16 from the field, 50%, 3 for 6 from beyond the arc, 50%. Overall in the game, 14 for 39 from the field, 36%, 5 for 17 from beyond the arc, 29%. That final score again, Eastern 44, the Peebles Indians 41. From the free throw line, first half, Peebles shot 1 for 3, 33%, 6 for 8 in that second half, 75%. Overall, 7 for 11, 64%. They came into this game as a 69.3% free throw shooting team. They had 5 players get into the scoring column. It was Garrett Shively. He had 3 points on the evening. He also committed 1 foul. Next, we have pretty close scoring among these next 4 players. Carson Reed, he had a total of 8 points. He committed 3 fouls. Gage Grooms had a total of 9 points, 2 for 4 from the free throw line. He committed 2 fouls. Then a couple players in double digits. Chris Oldfield, he brought this ball club back. He had a total of 8 points in that fourth quarter, excuse me. He hit 2 big three-pointers from the left corner. He had a total of 10 points on the evening, 0 for 1 from beyond the free throw line. He also committed 2 fouls. Your leading scorer, he's a 5'10" junior, wears the 32 jersey. Hayden Browning, he had 12 points, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. He also committed 2 fouls. Dom, would you like to hear the Eastern Warriors, or do you want to take a break?
Let's do Eastern. How about that? You ready for that?
You're the boss. Let's go to Eastern.
I don't know about that part.
First quarter, Eastern shot from the field 4 for 11, 36%. 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. That's easy calculation. That's 50%. They led by 4 at the first quarter break, 10-6. Second quarter, Eastern came out and shot 4 for 9 from the field, 44%. 1 for 2 from beyond the arc, 50%. Overall in that first half, for Eastern, it was 8 for 20 from the field, 40%. 3 for 6 from beyond the arc, 50%. That 4-point lead had remained intact. 19-15 was the halftime score. Eastern on top. In the third quarter, that's where you got the separation. You got the 10-point lead built up by Eastern. Listen to how they shot very efficiently. 6 for 8 from the field, 75%. 5 for 7, and that was Mr. Cade Walkup and also Mr. Drew Edmiston. But 5 for 7 from beyond the arc, 71% in that third quarter. And that lead was now 10 points, as noted, 36-26, Eastern on top. Fourth quarter, Eastern went a little cold. 3 for 10 from the field, 30%. 0 for 2 from beyond the arc overall in the second half. For the Eastern Warriors, 9 for 18 from the field, 50%, 5 for 9 from beyond the arc, 56%. Overall in the game, for the Warriors, 17 for 38 from the field, 45%, 8 for 15 from beyond the arc, 53%. They shot better from beyond the arc than their other field goal attempts inside the arc. Final score, Eastern 44, Peebles 41. From the free throw line, Eastern did not have an attempt in that first half. In the second half, they spent a lot of time there, just not efficiently. They shot 2 for 15. From the free throw line in the second half. Overall in the game, it would be the same, 2 for 15. That's 13% from the free throw line. A ball club that came in and had made 75 out of 119. Up into this game, 63% tonight, only 13%. Now, they had a total of 7 different players get in the scoring column. Dylan Pearson, he had 1 point. He went 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Braxton Vance gave him some good minutes in there, a 6'2" sophomore. He had 2 points. He also committed 2 fouls. Bryce Murphy, he had 2 points, 0 for 4 from the free throw line. He committed 3 fouls. Next, we get into Luke Haney. Luke Haney came in averaging 6.1 points per game, 8.1 rebounds. He's the leading rebounder on the team. 4 points, 0 for 2 from the free throw line. He also committed 2 fouls. Grady Barber, young man that averages 14.4 points a game. He had a really nice second half, 9 points, 1 for 3 from the free throw line. He committed 2 fouls, and a couple players in double digits. Drew Edmiston got hot in that third quarter. From beyond the arc, he finished with 11 points on the evening. And then we had Cade Walkup. He was your leading scorer, not only for the Eastern Warriors, but for the game. 15 points. He also committed 1 foul. He hit 5 3-pointers in the game, 3 of those 3-pointers being hit in the third quarter.
We're about ready to take a break. The Willie & Son Trucking postgame show continues. As joining us up next, Coach Rob Buechler, the ACRMC Coaches Comment Show. But first, this here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
Whether you need insurance to protect your home, car, business, or your family's financial future, I believe that your needs are best served by your local neighbors. Shirley Link, your local Encova insurance agent, will take the time to get to know your specific needs. Contact Shirley Link today to find out how you can benefit from working with a local agent. Visit linkinsuranceservice.com or call 937-695-0611.
So I thought you quit. I tried.
You know that thing can blow up in your face, right?
We just watched a video in class about how nicotine can mess up the way your brain develops.
That's the last thing you need.
But for real, you should probably tell your parents.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, can you come with me? Yeah, I got you. Let's go.
Somebody said an ugly win's an ugly win, but it's a win. And
there you go. 10 years from now, nobody will ever know the difference.
No, but one of the things we talk about, little things that we talk about, free throws, that's probably one of the worst that I've never had a team not make any. And we made 2 tonight out of 15.
It was almost to the point we were taking bets.
I was getting ready to give Butterbean certificates out to anybody could make 2 in a row. I'm telling you, we were struggling there, and we shoot.
And there's nothing you can do. At that point, there's not a thing you can do, is there?
Just hope we can guard on the other end when you're not making them. I mean, we did a pretty good job defensively, I thought. Kids played it hard at times, and then we had a lot of turnovers, too.
Well, and Josh had a pretty nice game plan. I mean,
they did a good job.
They spread the floor a little bit, slowed you down.
And, well, we don't play real fast anyhow.
Right.
And we were doing pretty well going inside, but we hit some open shots. We did shoot it well. We were a little more patient offensively because I tell them we're going to get the same shot after 3 or 4 passes, 5, couple 3 reversals, and we're going to get after the first 2.
Right.
So if they're not falling, you want to be able to get those, and you might get fouled. But when we got fouled, we didn't make free throws, so it's kind of a tough situation.
So what do? I assume you'll practice some free throw shooting, right?
We practice every day.
We
do free throws every day. We do them before we leave. We mentioned.
Well, I don't remember this team being that. I mean, you're a pretty decent free throw shooting team, aren't you?
What were we the other night? 10 for 13 against Hillsboro. Shot it well, played well. And I was worried about coming over here because I know they're quick. Josh does a good job with them. They execute. The kids that are their scores are scores, and the other kids know their roles, and they do a great job that way. They're quick.
Right.
And they're all pretty fundamental. I mean, this game's a fundamental game.
Well, and they get out on you, too. They
guarded.
A lot of teams, 1 or 2 passes, they're gone. And Peebles doesn't go away that quick.
No, and they didn't turn it over tonight. They only had 7.
Right.
And I've seen them have 20-some.
Right.
But we got them in a hurry at times when we changed our defense a little bit. But it wasn't good enough that, and they were – I always say you're 10 points better at home.
Yeah. Good basketball game. Again, you play a lot of players anyway, but I thought you got a lot of good, basic, balanced team play tonight as well.
I got a lot of kids come off the bench and helped us a lot in minutes because we had foul trouble early.
Right.
And then we come in, put some people in, and they did a great job defensively and gave us some good minutes and didn't turn it over, and that's a big key.
Right. and walk up when he gets cranking. He's deadly out on the wing.
We've talked about being patient and letting it happen, and he's starting to learn a little bit. He shoots the ball well, catch and shoot, and we've talked about movement, how to find things a little better, and he's starting to understand it.
Well, he's not afraid to move around on the floor.
He doesn't get in a hurry as much as he used to. He's still got to get a little more patient and understanding of it, and because I think, I like all my kids to be able to play a point guard if they have to.
Right. Well, and I like Barber tonight. You had Barber out there running point for a while and bringing the ball up the floor. And I think that's a nice look for him, too. The big guy, he's not traditional build for a high school point guard the way you'd normally expect, but I thought he did a good job.
Magic Johnson wasn't real fast. And he was
6'8",
too. He played point. So.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, you can have big point guards, little point guards. I mean, our kids know they got to take care of the basketball. They got to play hard.
Right.
Execute.
Well, and the big key, and I know you talk about this, and you and I both talk about this, a win is a win is a win. And to come away when you shot foul shots like you did tonight, because foul shots win and lose ball games. Often we see it.
That and rebounding and defense. I mean, it was.
But you can breathe, take a breath, and you can say, kids, see, when you work hard and you do everything right, maybe you can get by with one.
Well, the last 3 minutes of that game, we did some things right defensively. We did a pretty good job with that, so I was happy with it.
Well, Rob, congratulations.
Thank
Great
you,
win.
Don. Appreciate it.
Head coach Rob Buechler with the ACRMC Coaches Comment Show. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back and wrap things up here on the Willie & Son Trucking Postgame Show here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
We could make a big, loud, expensive promo to talk about our high school sports coverage. Instead, we'll let our coverage speak for itself.
Plenty of time for a catch and release, and he drains it!
Right side, he pulls up for the three, he hits.
We're sitting on pins and needles, and it is good.
Cherry picking out a hit, she goes!
With the tomahawk finish.
Goes up, two-hand monster dunk.
Your home for SHAC Sports, C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Do you have a roofing or siding project? At Higgins, they manufacture steel roofing and siding every business day. With 17 colors in stock and 70,000 pieces of trim, they are prepared to ship your project immediately. Remember Higgins for your 40-year warranted, ENERGY STAR compliant, American-made steel roofing and siding. Located 7 miles west of Hillsboro on US Route 50 and on AC Avenue, just off 35 in Jackson. Call 800-782-4239 or visit them on the web at higginsroofing.com.
Taste the snappy tomato pizza difference for yourself. Order from Seaman at 937-386-1010 or from West Union at 937-544-5583. Order online at snappytomato.com.
Team sports teach the young men and women of our community how to work together to achieve a common goal. They also reinforce other character traits such as respect, dedication, and self-discipline. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester salute the teams of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference and wish you the best of luck. The family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
Our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. Brett, what do you think?
Well, I tell you what, Doc, I think you can make an argument for 3 different players. And as listeners know, it's not always about scoring. Oftentimes it is, but it's not always about that way. And the 3 tonight were, in fact, the leading scorers, but they also played good defense. I think there's a decent argument for Grady Barber, a 6-foot sophomore. Grady has had a little bit of limited playing time. I don't know if it's injury or sickness, but it was nice to see him back out there. He really came on in that fourth quarter and preserved basically the victory as Peebles was making their charge. He had a total of 7 points in that fourth quarter. He finished with 9. Then I think you've got an argument for Drew Evanston, 5'10" junior. He finished with 11 points on the evening. He hit a couple big three-pointers in that third quarter. But the overall, that really made the separation in that third quarter, but also had a great game. Beautiful shooting. He's a 5'10" junior. He wears the number 1 jersey. He had 15 points on the evening. He had 5 three-pointers, 3 in that third quarter. And I think one of the most impressive things for an Eastern Ball Club that shot 2 for 15 from the free throw line, he didn't miss a free throw. but he didn't take one either, Don.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
So anyway, I put that on the on his note for his Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. So it will be Mr. Cade Walkup. He'll be your Snappy Tomato Pizza and Seaman and West Union Player of the Game. Congratulations to you, Mr. Walkup. That was a nice victory for your Eastern Warriors.
Congratulations, Cade and the Eastern Warriors. 44-41 the final score. Don't forget tomorrow it's the Chad Hodson Classic. We'll start that coverage about 11 a.m. on Good Guys Radio TV and C103. Make your way up there. It's a great opportunity to see 6 ball games for one price and some great basketball. Doubleheader. Carl Snyder and Mark Young will bring you that for our studio producer, Maggie Dean. Our producer-director on Good Guys Radio TV, Skylar Tonight, as well as Mr. Brett Spencer. I'm Don Bowles, wishing you a pleasant good evening here on Good Guys Radio TV and C103.
Who is Barry Chevrolet? Why don't you ask your friends and neighbors? Because after 70 years and 4 generations in the automotive industry, odds are we've made a happy customer out of somebody you know. Hard-working, proud Americans drive Chevrolets, and that's why we sell them at Barry's. Hats off to everybody driving a Silverado truck. You're my kind of people. Barry Chevrolet, your best deal dealer.